Hey guys, Justin from ConsoleKits here. I wanted to talk about 5 things that we learned from Arcade1Up at the 2019 Consumer Electronics Show. Now, this is based on their press release and a few interviews that are out there that took place at CES. So, let's get started. Number 1. We know that they've had issues with the quality of the Arcade1Up cabinets, but they did tell us that control decks will be better in the 2019 lineup. And so in 2018, we saw them release the deck protectors because the paint was wearing off. But as David McIntosh put it, this will not be a problem in 2019 because the paint that sits under the deck protector won't rub off anyway. So that tells me that it's possible that they plan on still including the deck protectors in the new models, but the paint's not going to rub off. They increase the quality, so that's great. Number 2, they plan on upgrading all of the joysticks, switch to bat tops where necessary, buttons, and use hap spinners. I think this is fantastic. So a lot of people complained about that in the 2018 models. It seems as though they are fixing this in the 2019 lineup. In fact, he led us to believe in the interviews Arcade1Up did that the Centipede and the Deluxe 12-in-1 cabinets may in fact have hardware upgrades in the new 2019 release. It's almost like a re-release of the Centipede and the Deluxe 12-in-1. Now, I'll believe it when I see it. It's those type of things are always subject to change. When someone announces that we got new hardware and we're even gonna redo the Centipede and Deluxe 12-in-1. There's a lot of factors involved in that, and maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. But I am excited for that possibility, and it's very possible that they'll even go as far as making replacement parts available to purchase as an upgrade or maybe a replacement part. That's possible. They kind of didn't say it was going to happen, but it's definitely possible. Okay, so number 3. So in 2018, we saw them talking about them coming out with a stool. Now, the stool from 2018 was never released, and it kind of had some problems. And the main problem was that it would only work if you didn't have a riser. But, Arcade1Up was pushing, hey, if you get the riser, now the control deck is at that perfect height. So then what are you going to do with this tiny little stool that is made for an arcade cabinet with a 3/4 cabinet without a riser? So that's kind of a problem. They ended up not releasing it at all. Maybe it's because the retailers didn't want to pick it up. Not really sure. But they are coming out with new stools for the 2019 year. And so they're coming out with 2. And one that's going to be tall and one that's going to be short. So it's going to work for those that already own a riser or decided not to get a riser and just have it lower. So that's great. Not only are they coming out with 2 stools, but these stools are completely redesigned from the original model. The original model was just generic, and the new model has artwork from the games on it. That's great. So you got a Pac-Man cabinet. You'll probably be able to pick up a Pac-Man stool and sit on it, and it will look nice in your game room. So that brings us to number 4. Now, a good buddy of mine we were talking about Arcade1Up, I think back in October or so when there was a lot of information coming out about it. And he mentioned to me one of the big problems that he foresaw with the Arcade1Up cabinets is a lot of people are going to buy them and they're going to fill up their game room with them. And then they're going to run out of room, but they're going to want more. So their biggest problem is going to be with space. And Arcade1Up is going to want to sell, to these repeat customers in the following years. How are they going to get them to buy 10 cabinets, right? So that can be a problem. So Don't worry, Arcade1Up has hooked us up. This is, in fact, the exact situation that I am in. I currently have 5 Arcade1Up cabinets. Would love to get 5 more, but I'm limited on space. So they're coming out with the countercade and the wallcades. And I think these are brilliant because the countercades can go on a countertop, and maybe you could set them in a closet or away when they're not being used. But when you have a party or you have some people over and you want to play some games, you can bring them out and they can play on a countertop. And the wallcades. Now, what's really cool about wallcades, I almost should have called them doorcades or something, because I think what was so brilliant is Cassidy mentioned from Arcade1Up, the marketing person, that the wallcades can go on doors, right? So think of dorm rooms and college campuses. You can put these wallcades, just hang them on a door, the back of a door. So in my game room / studio that I have in here, I have 2 doors. I have one for to enter the room, and then this sound booth that I have back here, this vocal room / closet. Yeah, I could totally get 2 of those and hang them on the door. I don't know how I feel about actually mount them on the wall. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, it could play as both decoration, and I get more games in my room. So problem solved. And that brings us to number 5. And I think this is the coolest thing. Arcade1Up doesn't want to just sell you cabinets. They want to own your game room. That's right. They're planning on releasing everything they possibly can. They're going to leverage all of the toy manufacturing facilities they have there at Tastemakers and try to decorate your entire room. So I think this is going to work well. This is probably what they've been charming Walmart with, saying, hey, we got some new games, plus we got all of these accessories that you're going to love and sell like crazy. Because as you know, if you've been shopping at Walmart for the last few years, they have a lot of retro nostalgia accessories in that $29, $30 range. And I think Walmart's going to be like, yeah, let's do this. So I think that's going to do well. I'm totally in love with that idea. I mean, they got these marquees that you can just hang on the wall, the plush toys that look like arcade cabinets. Brilliant, right? So that's it. Those are the 5 things that I think are really, really interesting. They're going to upgrade the quality of the paint. They're going to come out with better gear, better hardware, the joysticks and buttons. We got new stools coming out. If you are limited in space, we got the countercades, we got the wallcades, and we're going to decorate your entire room. Now, the summary of all of this, what does this mean? Well, I didn't see this coming. I'm not sure if everyone saw this coming. I think a lot of people were like, well, in 2019, they're just going to release new titles. And the new titles will be like, hopefully, Mortal Kombat and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men maybe. But Bart Simpson, Simpsons game, we're like, it's probably not going to happen. And what we got was, well, Mortal Kombat was announced and some various other games that are pretty sweet. But all these other things, those are really exciting and I didn't see coming. And this means this company is listening. They're listening to all the feedback. They're fixing the control decks and upgrading the buttons because that's what we want. Everyone's modding the equipment and upgrading the parts anyway. And Arcade1Up's like, no. We're going to just up our game. Because we don't want to be known as this cheap arcade equipment that people buy and then immediately upgrade with better parts. They don't want that. They want to be exactly what you want. Now, for those out there that are going to modify it and throw a Raspberry Pi, I don't think they can help that. What are they going to do? They can't sell it with a Raspberry Pi. I just don't think that's going to happen, right? But for all the people that are modifying it because they want to have higher quality equipment, it seems as though they're going to try to, hook you up. They're going to try to, 2019 models are going to be better in the first place so you don't need to upgrade the equipment. That is amazing. the countercades and the wallcades mean they're innovating. That's awesome. Did not see that coming. That is amazing. Come on. Shout out to Arcade1Up for innovating. It's 2019, and they are reinventing the wheel. Kind of. I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration, but, I mean, countercade, that's something they coined. You know, that's a term that we know now. Most of the subscribers that I have probably understand countercade. They've heard it. They got it. You know, it used to be called a bar top arcade game, but they're like, hey, we're not selling to to bars. You know, that's not, we're selling to homes, so let's call it a countercade. And then to throw in a wallcade, come on, that's great. That's really, really cool. I hope that they have a great 2019. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to decorating my game room, my /studio on the walls. Hopefully it won't interfere with the sound treatment that I plan on doing, but it'll be really cool. So that's it. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything you think I missed, but these are the 5 most important things that I think that they announced at CES that's not game titles. And so let me know what you think about it. But as Arcade1Up put it, we, all of us, the community, we are Arcade1Up. So it's true that every positive, negative post, email, phone call, or even anytime we ever returned an item back to the store, that helped shape Arcade1Up and their product line for 2019. You know why? Because they're listening. They're listening, and they want to make better products for us. And for that, I definitely think they will succeed. I look forward to seeing them succeed, and I look forward to the new announcements that we find out later this year. We know they're holding things back. We're so excited to hear about the new innovations that will come out in the coming months. If this is the first time you've ever seen a video from me, please like and subscribe. I will continue to create videos that have high likes, that have high watch time, that have a lot of subscribers join because of the video. Make your pledge by hitting that subscribe button that you are interested in supporting me and this channel because you want to see this channel grow and provide better content for you. Comment down below. Let me know what type of things interest you. Comment down below so I can improve. So, until next time, thanks for watching.